For thousands of years, people have been searching for the answer to life's most important question.
What happens to us when we die?
We too are searching for that answer.
We are
Bi State Paranormal.
Mineral Springs Hotel, Alton, Illinois, May 31st, 2008, Bi State Paranormal Overnight Investigation. Our setup started at 9:42 p.m., where we placed 4 infrared night vision cameras throughout the building, 1 in the pool, 1 in the back hallway, 1 in the ballroom, and 1 in the slaughterhouse. Our investigators for the night included Scott, Casey and Christy, Heather, Eddie, Tony, and our investigators in training, Brendan and Kathy. The investigation started at 11 p.m. Throughout the evening, we broke up into small groups and did a thorough investigation of the full property. We conducted EVP sessions, we took hundreds of photographs, and we took hours and hours of video footage. And we caught a mist down in the slaughterhouse area that lasted for nearly 11 minutes. We also caught a few orbs on camera, which we do not believe in, but they're impressive enough that we are going to show you.
It's so warm in here, and it smells really bad.
Yep. It ain't pleasant.
It's so warm in here, and it smells really bad.
Yep. It ain't pleasant. If
Yeah.
somebody wants to push me in and it's not one of you three, I'm good. I'll survive. If somebody wants to push me in and it's not one of you three, I'm good. I'll survive. Two of them actually in that room right there.
Scott,
What?
I thought I heard a noise behind us in here.
Two of them actually in that room right there.
Scott,
What?
I thought I heard a noise behind us in here.
If you can't talk into the red recorder, throw that bucket around. If you can't talk into the red recorder, throw that bucket around.
Who effing threw something? I'm not even.
Hold on, wait a minute. I want to know one thing right now. Who breathed out like that?
It wasn't me.
I'm not kidding you. Someone just went.
I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot. I sweat a lot.
We'd like to know your name. We'd like to know your name.
Turn just all these lights on, and they have these things like. Oh my God, what's that? Turn just all these lights on, and they have these things like. Oh my God, what's that?
The time right now is 2:09, and as you're watching this, you'll slowly see the mist form. And here it comes now. The mist is forming in the basement. It's starting to kick up from the right side to the left side, going across the camera lens. This is the only time it happens all night long. It gets heavy right here. It is exactly 2:09 and 57 seconds right now. And we're watching this in 2 times speed. Now this continues on for 6 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and speed this up to 16 times speed for you. It is now 2:11, 2:12, 2:13, 2:14, 2:15. All right, and as well, it's 2:14 and 47 seconds. Now, as you're watching this, the fog slowly, or mist, slowly starts to not dissipate, but slow down. I'm going to speed it back up to 2 times speed. It is now 2:15 and 10 seconds. Fog is still going from right to left. And you have to remember, this never happened the rest of the night. This is the only time. We were there for 8 or 9 hours, and this never happens the rest of the night. Right at this point, it is 2:15 and 50 seconds, and the mist is slowly, you can tell it's slowly turning towards the camera. And now it is just about turned around, and now it starts going the opposite direction. It is 2:16 and 20 seconds, and now the mist has completely changed directions, and now it is going the opposite direction as it was before. Now I'm going to speed this up to 16 times speed, And as you can tell, it continues on. It's now 2:18, 2:19, 2:20, 2:21. Now I'm going to slow it back down, and the mist is still going. And there was no investigators in the basement anywhere. Everyone was upstairs. There was nothing around to even make this happen. That entire room is sealed off. This camera was placed in the far corner to where there was no air or anything that could even get to the camera. I'm going to speed it back up now. Now it's at 16 times speed. Now this is normal speed. And you can see it's starting to slowly dissipate. And by 2:24, you can just see very little remnants of it, but now it is completely back to normal, where this is pretty much what we saw most of the night. Absolutely nothing going on down there. And like I said, this was the first time we've ever had a camera down there, and this is what we caught. We bought a spool of 500 foot of cable to be able to get this camera down there, and I must say I'm very impressed by what we caught. I think it was totally worth it. And what you're seeing now is pretty much what you'll see the rest of the night. There's nothing else going on down there. But I figured we can't explain the mist, but it is our job to at least show you the mist. So there it was. This would be another one of those instances where we're not really big on orbs, but the camera was here all night long, and this would be one of the only ones that it caught that was this pronounced. And if you didn't catch it, here it comes back in reverse. It's a pretty well-defined orb, and at the time this happened, we were asking for a sign of the spirit's presence, and this is what we caught. As for what it is, it's probably just dust. Alright, for all you people that love orbs, as you can tell, this is a very dusty room, but here it comes. Comes down, goes over, and then drops out of frame. Now, at the time, this is it in reverse. At the time, this orb, our investigators were asking for a sign of their presence, of the spirit's presence, and this is what they caught. But this is a very dusty building, and this orb is interesting. It comes down in that. And for people who love orbs, well, here you go, but it's probably just dust. Well, that about wraps up all the evidence that we found at Mineral Springs on May 31st, 2008. I hope you enjoyed it. And from everyone at Bi State Paranormal, we thank you for viewing it.